Hello, I'm Kevin Mahler, and this is the ASN Patreon Membership 2020 Benefits Plan. Hello, board members. This is Kevin. You can hear me, but you can't see me. This is my first time using WeVideo software, so I hope it works out. I am here today to talk about membership. I've been thinking about membership for a few years because it's a much steadier way to get some money coming to ASN. As we've seen, fundraising is a laborious and expensive process where we have had some success over the last 3 years that I've been with the organization, but it's come at the expense of paying me and the expense of doing a lot of grant reporting and a lot of applying for things that don't work out. So I think as we move away from having a part-time development director, at least not one as expensive as me, we should look at uh, re-exploring membership and doing it even better than we did in the past. Um, and a great way to do that, I have found, is using the third-party platform of Patreon. But we will still have our website, and this document right here called ASN Board Meeting New Patron Membership Website Attachment 1. This is saved in the membership folder on Dropbox, and also I'll upload it to the membership channel on Slack. But this is what I want to share with you today. So it's a page that'll go on the website. You can read it yourself. I won't read it all right now. And let me know if you think this adequately describes what we're trying to do, and just reassuring people that even though we're going back to a paid membership, it doesn't mean that our events aren't free, because they'll continue to be. It doesn't mean that our Facebook isn't going to continue to be populated, because it will. And it doesn't mean that the information and communication that you get from ASN is going to be tariffed with a fee only for memberships. That is going to continue, and you'll still be able to apply for scholarships and grants through ASN, and that will be free too. That's not members only. None of what has been going on is going to change. There's just going to be a new service that is a way of supporting ASN at a very affordable rate, while also getting a few fringe benefits. So looking over what those benefits are, I've outlined them on a mock-up Patreon page, which I think is live, but it may not be. But the address will be patreon.com/autism Nebraska, as you can see at the bottom of this page. I'm also going to upload this 12-page document to the Slack channel membership as well. So, looking at three membership levels: $3 a month, $10 a month, $15 a month. So I'll explain what all the benefits are in the pages to come. Right now, here's a closer look at the benefits. So the $3 a month benefit is called the official ASN patron, and that is where you'll just receive messages on the Patreon platform. And it's a lot like the Slack platform. It's yet another website that people go to, but you get a reminder, an email like, "Hey, there's a new message for you in Patreon. Click over." So very much like Slack in that way. The second level is $10 a month, and that's where people will get the patron-only messages on Patreon, but they will also get digital downloads, which is going to be PDFs of our calendars and flyers. And then they'll also receive a one-time lightweight welcome gift that can be dropped in the mail for people who are willing to share their street addresses. And then finally, the premium ASN patron level of membership at $15 a month. They will get all these benefits, all these first benefits of the previous two levels, but they'll also get a mass-produced art piece, a quarterly paper mailing, and recognition on the website. So, looking at the bottom of this page, you can see that some conservative goals that will be very easy to achieve, I think, would be that if we could get 100 $3 memberships, that could give us $300 a month. 50 $10 memberships would be $500 a month, and 20 $15 memberships would be another $300 a month, totaling $1,100 a month. Let's take out $150 for the fees that Patreon's going to charge to process the monthly the payments, and then we have $950 a month every month. So that is going to be a very nice stream of income to pay salaries and create a nice bed on which to fundraise and sell other things that can really keep the organization afloat. Right now, other than Facebook fundraising, there is no predictable monthly income. So here all on slide 4 here, I list a description of what these all are, but in the pages that follow, you'll see that I illustrate them as well. So this image right here is what a Patreon message looks like in your inbox, and then you click over to that, and then you see content on the Patreon page, and you can read about what ASN is up to and what's coming up in the ASN world. It will be very easy to generate this. I can write it. I will commit to writing it. I will do it forevermore, and it'll be a lot more cost effective than paying me what you're paying me now. Now moving on to the second level, the all access level of patron membership. I want to start turning the event calendars into PDFs. So they're very easy to forward from people who are outside of our network, very easy to read, very easy to print so that they can be hung up in offices, hung up on refrigerators, and distributed at doctor's offices, schools, etc. Is going to be very easy to forward and very easy to read and digest. This information does exist on our website, but I think that converting it to a PDF is going to be a real value add, and that's something that I personally would do as well. And then other PDF digital downloads would be things like flyers and announcements like, hey, the Archwamedy Scholarship process is open, things of that nature. There's always something every month to explain, promote, or talk about through some kind of download. Third would be the welcome gift. And that would be for everyone who signs up at the $10 a month level. Immediately within the first 30 days, they would get something that would cost about $1 to mail through the US mail, something like an ASN bumper sticker or an ASN notepad. And we can do that ourselves. Mike Mizigatis can do it, or we can pay Patreon to deliver it for us. They have a very easy way of outsourcing that. Of course, it'll be more expensive to go with Patreon, but we might appreciate the ease that it provides for us, and it may not be that expensive. I haven't looked into that. Also, looking at the premium tier, This is the highest level, the $15 a month level. Um, an art piece. If it's not from Aaron Human, maybe it's from Janice and Neal. If it's not from Janice and Neal, it's from Colin Kerfman. And we're not looking for them to churn out art month after month. What we're looking for is a single piece of art from Aaron or Janisa or Colin or somebody, um, one time only, and then I don't know. Well, we can do something else next year, but anyway, take a piece of art and then imprint that piece of art with the ASN logo on a small little thing like a mask, like a pandemic era COVID mask, or a mug, or a mouse pad, or a koozie. And this is a way of uh, promoting ASN. It's a way of saying thank you, and it's a way of recognizing and elevating and compensating an autistic artist. Also, uh, paper mail. This will be a way of going offline and reaching people with paper to say a lot of the same things, but to say thank you again, to give them an update of what we've been up to and what we're going to do and how we can't do it without their support. And finally, a listing on the website for the $15 or more. It won't be front and center on the website, but within the membership, we can have a thank you page. And every month, once a month, we can say, who are the 13 people who signed up to be a member at this level? Okay, there were 13 people. Let's type their names. If they're anonymous, let's not type their names. And it becomes a monthly task to do. And it's a cheap, free benefit that is also honoring them. But okay, so there it is. That's all three levels and um, all the benefits at each level. But how are we going to get people to know about it? I think that for that, I am going to enlist the services of Iridian Group in Omaha. They're a marketing and public relations firm, and they know how to sell something through a click-through campaign over, say, 90 days. So it's going to be different than things that we've promoted in the past. I don't think that a few emails and a few Facebook posts are going to do it. I think people to really get up to the 1,000 members a month level that we used to be at. I think it's going to take a lot of sustained attention grabbing. That doesn't mean being obnoxious through our official forums. It might mean some ad buys, and it might be some buying some digital banner ads, trying to keep it keep it cheap, keep it reasonable, but also understanding that the more eyeballs we can get it in front of, the more likely that we'll receive a click-through rate and people will become members. Um, and then you'll see halfway down this page, I have how will it work? I'm referring to how are we going to sustain this program for the future. And what I'm saying is I will stay with the organization in this capacity of membership. You'll reduce the amount that you're paying me vastly, and I'll continue to generate the content. And Mike Mizigatis can be the point person that is kind of monitoring the activity day to day of who's signing up to be a member and who needs benefits and ideas about how the program needs to change, and just making sure that everything is running smoothly with that. So my questions for you at this point, before before we go any further is, do you like and understand the benefits? Do you think we need a $50 or a $100 level just to grab those people who wouldn't mind giving us 50 or $100 a month in perpetuity? They're out there, but do you think it's necessary at this point? perhaps even if no one chooses those levels, it would allow more people to gravitate to $15 a month, because then uh, people always gravitate to the middle, and right now the middle is 10. So $50 a month would get another simple benefit, and $100 a month would get another simple benefit. Nothing to overtax us. The $50 one would be the ability to write a guest post on one of our Facebook channels, and the $100 a month level would be a one-time 30-minute Zoom meeting with a board member or board members after 3 months of loyalty. So, hey, thank you very much. You've been a top level patron for 3 months now. Would you like to meet the board through Zoom? I think that would be worth it. So, do you like how the Patreon page looks now? There's a typo there, but you know what I'm saying. So, do you like how the page looks on Patreon? And uh, do you like how the proposed membership webpage reads? So please take a look at that and tell me what else needs to say on there. And then what questions do you have for me? As I walked through this, what questions do you have? I'm really proud of it. I think that it looks great, and I can't wait to talk with Iridian about what a real marketing plan for this would be, and creating a calendar, and working with them to enact it. So thank you very much. Hope you stayed with me the whole time. Talk to you later.